For example, stuff that has passed there's a tuner for music and stuff. You see, these ones don't have an icon yet, so they're not ready yet. There's aux support, so here's, for example, the codec. Here's an audio codec somebody has developed, and you can enhance the operating system with a separate codec. So if you're missing a codec, and it's somewhere open source, make sure that the open source weather widget. And these ones have passed already the testing. They've passed the voting criteria. So they made it already. If I add another, the testing catalog, which is not visible, that one I have to enter manually. This one. That's not visible. For that, now open the testing folder. So all these apps are open. They are at the moment for testing. So this is now the total set, including those that are open for testing. So they will then as well include. So this is, for example, who has the one whether there's the CPU memory performance.
Yeah, but this question was the.
You see, there's a disclaimer. We don't want to get sued for other people's stuff. So I installed a loader. We can do it in 5 years. We only can talk about things. So this is the application that shows you.
That's fast.
Do we have to? That's it. So this is, for example, I'm just playing this here. This is using the accelerator. This is a hardware accelerated graphics on the device. So you have a full 3D graphic here with 60 million colors. It's just a little J by if you know how to do this. You can jump
in the next phase. We believe in open development model with the community. We want to disclose key information, key enablers early on, very early, and engage the community, invite them together, contribute them also to the development and maturizing the frameworks and the SDKs and so on. So rather than then like immediately starting to optimize the business case and the volume case, so they also see these kind of games like as a different segments, and that has been like a very interesting to see. And hey, I think that also one area what maybe a kind of also kind of a proof point, concrete case out of this is what I just said is the bounce game. I think Peter demonstrated that to you. So it uses the OpenGLES capabilities of the device. I have seen now. Or I heard rumors. I hope we can demonstrate that and see that during these days that there is like Quake, the Quake game, done with a similar logic. So sounds like a cool case. So, but I hope and I expect to see those kind of things. Get the device out. So now we also have now the final SDK where all the APIs are finalized.
This is open, but in general, we have.
You need a compass. The augmented reality browser.
Yeah. So I think you can. So I think that you should be able to kind of also do these capabilities. The kind of the question is that typical the magnetometer is that then you need to know the kind of the device positioning. But that is then kind of the typical use there. But I think that you should be able to do the kind of the basic use case also with this. Okay, hey, thanks.
Thank you. Welcome.
And I used the opportunity to play with you guys.
Do you have any comments now that you've been testing it? What's your feeling about the product?
Well, I found it's interesting. That's a good start. I was a bit the swirly I'm wondering, there's quite a lot of developers showing interest in this device, but will you be, for example, seeding devices with developers to encourage them to make apps? Sorry,
So we have had of course activities now, and then we will have together with Forum Nokia, so inside where we really approach the developers and we provide the devices available. So not like we have no a specific fund, but of course we want to engage the developers and provide them good support. We have done that and we have we had those kind of things. We have run those kind of projects in US West Coast already during the summer, and we received good feedback from them. So Associated Press widgets and those kind of things. So in that sense, overall pretty positive impression.
You're relying on the open source community to jump on the bandwagon. One of the criticisms you could have about the open source community is a lot of applications, but a lot of applications actually do the same thing. There's a lot of media players and a lot of stuff like that. And then some apps take a long time for the service because everyone dives on certain functions like media players or messengers or whatever. And is there any way to help developers for this device to all work towards a certain amount of apps and more diversity, or we just stand and hope the community will produce what's needed? I'm not sure if I'm very clear there.
Yeah, so that,
how can you encourage a certain diversity of apps and prevent that you'll just have a lot of simple ones?
So I think that of course then through the Forum Nokia we can we have had some earlier we have had some sense that okay, now there is a specific campaign to focus on video, or focus on productivity, or focus on that. So I hope to see some of those kind of things, and I think that that is how we have been earlier done. We have done earlier that kind of tricks in Nokia in a way that there is also then that a specific a marketing theme, and then we asked the kind of the developers also to join that, and then we said, hey, okay, now we select, okay, there are 10 best applications now in the video area. We include now for the marketing campaign. So of course we have seen those kind of things, and then let's see if we can make those also for this device. So don't know yet, but this is just an example of the practical way how we have solved that problem previously. So let's see if
something like Google, for example, offers certain amounts of money to promising open source.
That is of course also something what we have seen in the industry, that there are those specific funds, but like we said, so currently there is no a specific fund available for the MIMO developers.
And it's possible for developers to build a business model around an app through the OV store?
Yeah, so that is something that now the OV store is in the beginning. It's primarily the distribution media providing the visibility, and then so there are a couple of enablers like the DRM missing, but then on the other hand we have there is the data with documents to go, those document editors and the documents viewers there. So that is now something that is you have so-called a try and buy. So you have a free trial, and then when you are hooked to the service, then you need to buy. And in that case, there is then the credit card payment for that application. So that is of course kind of also a model that then of course the companies in a way develop that model. So definitely in a way that says also the kind of the different, we enable different business models.